The following is a presentation of Emory Uno Division 2. The regional finals round for Jazz July keeps on going here on the Emory YouTube channel, and we got a great match for you here between two players who are looking to make it to the Final Four for the very first time. We will see who emerges the victor. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Jazz July, the final regular season tournament of the D2 season. And what a match we have! Going to be a higher seed versus a lower seed in this one for a spot in the Final Four. Going to be number 5 seed Captain Gaming in his third career regional final appearance, looking to break through on this one, taking on Ryder, who is in his first regional final of his career on a massive breakout run. Very clutch breakout run, has really kind of propelled himself into the playoff conversation here. Potentially, and a win here would definitely be another boost to that. But for both players, really looking to try and get the win here, make it to the Final Four, and keep their tournaments going. So we'll see who ends up emerging victorious. As we'll take a look at the bracket here going into this one for both players. Have had quite the path to get here. Captain Gaming has actually had a decently tough path here, but has actually done very well with it, only dropping 2 games so far this tournament. One 4-1 against Tottenham in the opener, and then took down Syntax Error 4-1, who was definitely a playoff contender in the Triad 32, and then the last round a 4-0 sweep over Rune to make it back to the regional finals here. So Captain Gaming has a good swing of momentum on his side, so looking to keep that going and translate that into a Final Four appearance. As for Ryder, Ryder had to start in the play-in, so it's been a long road for him, and it nearly ended at the play-in. Barely survived against Gumma 4-3. Had to make a bit of a comeback there to get it done, but Ryder has managed to make his way through this tournament here. Despite that early slow start, took down Bree in another close matchup 4-3, got the win there, and then since then it's just kind of been rolling. Got the win over Odd 4-2 in the Trio 32, and then in the last round, his most convincing win of this yet, not season because I think he had a sweep in tournament 1. 4-1 win over James. Big win for Ryder there, moving on to face Captain Gaming here in the regional final. We'll see if Ryder can be one of those players like we've seen this season where they go from playing to the Final Four. But a big run for Ryder here, and he's looking to keep things going here. Doesn't want the tournament to end here, and we'll see if he can keep it moving and maybe make a little bit more magic happen. But we'll see how that goes. Gonna be going to the table here. I am joined by and the booth by Yoshi. Awesome here for some co-commentary here. Been a while since me and Yoshi have done a commentary block here. Glad to have Yoshi in the booth here. Yoshi, I mean, just kind of your thoughts with this matchup here. I mean, we've seen a very different dynamic for a lot of these regional finals so far in this tournament. The first one, the majority happened between Knight and Aiko. Definitely 2 players coming from different paths here. This one, definitely a little bit different, but also both fighting for the first career Final Four. So gonna be another chapter in this round, and for both, just how are you feeling about this as we're looking to get things rolling here for the second regional final of the round?
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a pretty interesting one. I would say, looking at it now, Ryder is really the only really low seed left in the tournament. And we've seen many times this season where um, uh, very low seeds push to make a run. More so with rookies, but still, like sometimes, an experienced player who hasn't really done much finds their big opportunity. I mean, Nightwalker kind of an example of that, but their seed is much higher. So it's hard to kind of compare that. I think Ryder's one of those players who you can't really like underestimate despite the results they've been getting. I feel like they've put some good fights against some pretty high players. Radjon, for example, I believe is one of them. So he's always like he hasn't really been like destroyed in games, maybe unless he got unlucky a couple times. And he's gotten like some wins here and there. This is finally his tournament to make a run. So, you know, if he gets the job done in this round, there is a chance he can make playoffs. I think if he loses, I don't. I feel like there's a chance he doesn't make it. I'm not sure on that right away, but this is potentially a big game for him. But got to keep himself off that pressure if he wants to come out on top. Because Captain Gaming kind of he's all over the place. I feel like he sometimes he doesn't do well, and then other times he just goes on these crazy runs. This is like the third, his probably third like decent run in his career. So um, I'm curious to see if he can make the final four for the first time because I'm pretty sure he hasn't. Yeah, no, he's never done that before. So he's looking to best he's looking to do his best tournament to date, and really make a name for himself because a win here could put him in a good spot to potentially be an at large. Right now, it's kind of questionable. I mean, we can assume that he's going to make playoffs, but it's just where in the playoffs is what he's fighting for.
All right. As you were speaking on that, I just sent the question for Captain Gaming, who will not be in VC in this one. We'll see what his response is, but we're gonna go to Ryder here, who doesn't have too much stream experience here, and also does not have a lot of best of nine experience. This is his first best of nine, at least in MRE. So, a lot of firsts here for Ryder. Gonna have to navigate it. On the table as we get things going. But Ryder, I'm gonna go to you here. This has been a career best run for you. Couldn't have come at a better time overall, but you go up against Captain Gaming, who has definitely been proven to be a tough competitor so far this season, up to 7 wins on the year. And for you, looking to go from the play into the final four, so a lot on the line for you here. Just kind of your thoughts, how you're feeling about this matchup coming in here, the best of nines with the change on the series length. How do you think that could affect things, and overall just general vibes coming into this matchup here as you look to get the win. And we'll see what Ryder says here. Feel pretty good. There's going to be some interesting games. Obviously, we'd love to win. This is my first yet, so I'll be happy either way. All right, Ryder's still typing, so I may have another thing to say. Cap Gaming still has not responded. So not sure what's up with Cap. Best of 9 will be new, but I think it'll be work in my favor. All right. Still waiting on Cap Gaming here. I don't even see him typing, so not quite sure what's happening on his end.
Yeah, I feel like it's been on and off. So it's hard to tell what he's doing.
Maybe it's breaker shipped again. Who knows?
Oh god.
All right. Well, I'm not sure if we're gonna get much from Cap Gaming here. If he's still here. It does say he's on mobile, so should be around. Oh, France scored. France got a goal, and it's Mbappe.
Oh my god.
All right, there's Cap Gaming. Just trying to keep my emotions under control. All right. Keep it pretty simple there. Might have another thing to say, but we'll get things going once he is good to go. That's what ruined me the first 2 times, so trying to keep it controlled here. We'll see if Calf Game can do that, but Cap Gaming starting with 10 here for game one. Gonna get things underway. Yepez, our ref for this, and we'll get it rolling here as game one about to be underway.
Yeah, I mean, I think he wanted to start like, so yeah.
5 minutes ago.
um, so yeah, no, like the thing with the emotions, it makes sense, right? Because you make that big run, and you then feel more pressure on yourself to then keep going, which can be difficult because can make things difficult for you. You might start to overthink your plays more, which may be a detriment. But um, he's this is his third time in a decent run, and hopefully see if he's learned from those as he starts off with a double play. Or no, that was Ryder. But yeah. Okay. And now we have a green wild, and I think she's muted. I'm not sure. I don't really hear him right
Yeah.
now.
No, I haven't had much to say. So
Okay, okay. Yeah, so that's an interesting second play from Ryder there because he starts off with the potentially aggressive double play and then immediately goes into green, not wasting any time, not even with the number, but with a wild. So it might be a bad sign for Cap Gaming because you almost want to think that Ryder's going to have more in the tank if he's using this kind of ammo already. So depending on what he has, this could just be a scenario of how long could I potentially extend this game to where he can't win, or am I just gonna have to accept the fate here?
we'll see. But for now, okay.
Ooh,
So
okay.
Cap Gaming gonna stay with green, but there's a +2 in there.
Yeah, I mean when you make when you make the plays that Ryder has been playing, oh, that's definitely not gonna work. Definitely gonna play a different card there. Yeah, the green two instead. I wonder. I wonder if Ryder did that as a sign that he wants more cards. I'm not sure, but I almost think that um he was trying to like set something up for himself. But the +2 definitely going to help as now we've gotten out of green here as a hopes that it stops Ryder. I mean, right now, Caps Gaming kind of has control because he's down to 3, down to 2 now with a crossover back to yellow.
Had the double yellow 3 there, so trying to force that yellow here. Does Ryder have an option?
This is interesting. Like we saw the aggression from Ryder early. Will he be able to do something
Ooh.
here? Yeah, he is.
Oh,
We'll have to retype that.
yeah, I gotta retype it.
The, the double
There's a
space is the issue, I think.
yeah, there we
Yeah.
go. That's the one thing where there's a difference between playing in person and playing in the Discord environment here is because you have the extra element of potentially making an error on the commands there. Obviously, there it didn't really matter, but um, definitely something you got to be careful, especially if you're going with those chains. So Ryder gonna go with the
Mm-hmm.
+4, goes in the green. It's gonna reset it a little bit. Ryder down to 4, Cap Gaming up to 6.
Yeah, I had a feeling that Ryder did have that +4 regardless, so I think it was good for Cap Gaming in the long run because that seemed like a scenario where he had more in his hand. Now he goes back to green, which is now what Cap Gaming wants, but you can hope that he doesn't have as much. He has little to no ammo remaining, so that he can potentially force a draw city if needed. But he actually has a wild, maybe got off the +4 and forcing the draw on Ryder. So this might actually be a great opportunity to take this game.
Yeah, that's gonna open it up a little bit more for Cap Gaming here, because I mean, with Ryder on the draw, looking to be running out of options here to play defense, Cap Gaming is just gonna hope to run this down on blue, and maybe close this game out with a victory.
Yep, the 0 going to be a smart play also. With only 2 other zeros left in the deck, it makes it difficult to switch. And now we'll see what Cap Gaming plan here is. I mean, even if this is for Draw City, it's definitely better than what it was looking like before. So, but it looks like Cap Gaming might just be pushing for a win here as he keeps going on blue and forcing Ryder to draw.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Oh no. Oh my god, Francis a second. They're gonna make a comeback.
My God, that's crazy, man. And
Oh,
he
Cap
and
Gaming went
as
Uno.
and yeah, I mean things are pushing away from Ryder in this game here, as similarly in the World Cup. We'll see if this is the end of the game here, but the reverse might have stopped Caps Gaming's plan if he was looking for number efficiency to end it.
Ryder is asking for GG's here, or saying it's GG's, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. He might have just had all blues left, which is kind of crazy if that is the case. But I've dealt with that many times,
Nope.
but it's not the case here. The reverse
There,
might have saved it.
there's definitely a possibility the reverse messed things up there. So we'll see where this goes from here.
Yeah, I mean, Cap Gaming's in top deck territory where if he gets a good card, he could just win. For all we know, if he gets the reverse on the right color, he could just win off that. So we'll have to see if that would be crazy if it happens, but it has happened before. So Cap Gaming's still not in the horrible spot. He could definitely get something good off this top deck. We'll see if he does. Um, there we go. See what he's got here. Oh,
Oh,
is that another blue 9? Oh,
wow,
wait, no.
that's gonna be big if he needed number efficiency because he just got the number he was hoping for. He was hoping that there'd be a draw on before. So we'll see if he needed this
Wow.
before.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. Um, this could definitely one of those cards where that might have been exactly what he needed. But yeah, I mean, it's possible that he was just trying to like get to Uno on blue, maybe force a fatal switch. But I guess we're about to find out because I mean, it's either the game or just gonna keep going on Draw City, which would reveal that Cap Gaming is stuck on blue, so Ryder could be more um, comfortable on this blue, but we'll see. No, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty wild there that he was able to get that top deck to get what he was originally wanting. So Ryder was able to save it with the reverse before, but in the end, the cards were saying let's have Cap Gaming have this one, and that'll do it for game one. So
Interesting, yeah. Of all top decks to get, I definitely didn't think it would be that, but hey, man, it actually was like I feel like he had a lot of room to like get something good there. I mean, the odds were still not obviously not in his favor, but I definitely like getting to that Uno was still like pretty good, even if he was forced into drawing there. But yeah, another blue 9. I mean, that's kind of that's ridiculous. I mean, because like he had the other blue 9, he just drew the other ones. So it's definitely interesting. Seems like Ryder couldn't really do much after that. So
turns out first was perfect play. Shane the cards didn't like it, I guess. Yeah,
hmm
felt good after the block because I only had one card. Yeah, um, and yeah, that is a lot of red for Ryder there.
wow, yeah, that's unfortunate. Maybe he could have. The only real thing he could have really done was chain the blue reverse into red. But obviously, he doesn't want to. I understand that he doesn't want to risk the, maybe Caps Gaming having more red, um, getting red off of a potential +2. Oh, okay. No, I see what you're saying. So yeah, I got you. Yeah. So he wasn't able to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, game two here, gonna go with 8. And we start with
Oh
a
wow.
wild. Haven't seen one of these in a while, but wild start here.
I actually don't remember if Cap Gaming does draw here. I don't. It wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't. Ryder, I know Ryder probably would.
He's not in the UL, so
Yeah.
he is in. Yeah, he is in World Yahtzee Association.
I mean, yeah, we'll see. Yeah, that's fair. I feel like you know the worst thing that could happen here is um it's a mistake people have made before. They see that the only bolded cards are wilds or plus fours and uses a wild, but like I assume Cap Gaming isn't gonna do that. But I just want to point out that that has happened before, and it's really funny.
Okay.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
no
not gonna
culture
go for
there,
it.
and that's no play.
Yeah, that's all good. All good. When your player one technically don't
Mhm.
have to do it. Gonna start with
Yeah,
green though, so we'll see if Cap Gaming wants to run green for a while or if he's hoping for a quick switch.
yeah. I mean, his hand is an interesting play there. You feel like you start off with a double play. What does that mean for the rest of your hand? Are you trying to get a switch out right away, or are you trying to just, uh, I mean, obviously you want to get rid of the skip. Likely that you don't have any more skips, but what does that mean for the rest of your hand? He actually might have ran out of green there as he switches into blue. Ryder gonna play off that.
Good. Let's get that switch in the blue. I mean, that could be good for Cap Gaming though. Maybe that was what he was looking for. But now Ryder looking to open up play on the blue here as well. Oh, he missed it. Ooh, and a big run here, +6. Not enjoying this France
Oh my
comeback yet.
goodness. Well, wow. I mean, what a statement from Cap Gaming right away here. I don't really know. I mean, it's gonna keep Cap Gaming in a comfortable spot, but that's if Ryder doesn't do anything here. Which, if he has something, he's probably gonna use it. Oh man, yeah, that's another +6 right back at him.
I mean, to be fair, I mean with down that's him being down to 2 cards, had to expect something like that coming into play, and that's gonna reset it a little bit for both. Cap Gaming at 8, Ryder at 9. All right, red 6 and the 9. What's that?
Feel like we haven't seen many draws from Cap Gaming yet.
Yeah, I mean not too many. I mean he's only
For like
drawn
self draws.
once. Yeah, he's only drawn once, and that was when the block happened in game 1.
Oh yeah, when he was at Uno, yeah. So he's mostly been on, I guess, plan A-ish. I mean, getting plus forward here. Well, okay, well, I guess I broke the curse there. He's gonna draw. He keeps messing up. Um, but
Unos.
yeah, okay. It,
There it is. And could be a switch into yellow here. So Cap Gaming looking to be freed up.
yeah, I mean, it's less plan A because of he got him getting +6. So now he kind of like even before that draw, but now we're really getting into the territory of what did these players draw? because this is kind of an aggressive game. I feel like we've seen a decent amount of ammo so far. Ryder actually not going to have any yellows here, despite the switch. This is unfortunate there.
Could this end up being a mistimed switch here? We'll see. Depends on what Cap Gaming can do.
Yeah, you wonder what he was going for there. Maybe he was looking for another switch, which is something to really set him up. Still got a lot of cards, unfortunately. So he's while Cap Gaming's still only at 5, and with now in a new color, he could just add more, get lower down compared to if he was just staying on red.
Cap Gaming taking a minute here. Could he maybe have a lineup, or is he just kind of thinking what to do next? Alright, double play.
Okay. I'm curious if Ryder has the switch here. Feel like if it's red, oh, he doesn't have anything yet.
Ryder would like some ammo.
To be fair, yeah, I was thinking that this could just be a draw city here, but Ryder gets a yellow 5. Sometimes when a player does that double play, you can almost assume that they're gonna draw next turn, but it's not always the case. But yeah, and we'll see how this shakes up because we're in a similar position to game 1 where Cap Gaming he's still low-ish on cards, and if he gets the right draw, it could lead him to a big opportunity to take the game. I mean, he's definitely further back now, but still, only at 5 cards is not a lot compared to Ryder's 12. But it looks like we might be going into more of a draw city than last time.
Yeah, and this is looking to be a longer game than last time. We just passed 7 minutes, so gonna be looking to play this one longer here. But and oh my god, no way! France just got another one. It's 3-4. What the
This
fuck is this game?
what? Oh my god, bro.
Mbappe scored again. I wasn't even looking.
Well, nothing's going Ryder's way right now.
I wasn't even like looking. I was looking at the table. I didn't see what happened
Oh
there.
wow! Hold
Switch to
on.
blue. Oh, that's like a nice little
I
pass
that
there.
was a that felt like a preemptive draw. I don't think he doesn't have blue. Um, I mean, I could be wrong, but it looked like he typed really fast there, almost as if he was expecting another yellow draw. And yeah, that's probably the case. You wonder if that draw might have backfired, um, depending on what he got.
Oh my god.
Okay, blue 2. It looks like Ryder's starting to get some momentum here. I'm curious what Cap Game is going to do now. Feel like the game's starting to get closer in terms of the cards. We got a first ditto here. And Ryder's going to capitalize going for the switch into green, which is probably going to help both of them. I feel like we haven't seen this color in a while. Cap Gaming with the green 9, unless it might be this might be a bot situation here.
This might be a pause here unless unless Cap Gaming just does not have a green 9.
Yeah, it might.
I don't know what's
Of
going
all
on.
games for this to happen. Um.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah,
just
yeah,
keep
he is.
waiting.
Okay.
All right, well, I guess that means we're gonna take our hydration break, for this game. So,
Really is what it feels like every time.
well, I mean, it's the ad, I mean, hydration break, for the England France game. So, yeah, we don't got a whole lot going on, but, uh, yeah, probably best to pause the clock here. Gonna be at least a few minutes taken off. Oh, Mbappe passed Messi for the all-time goals in the World Cup.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna hold on to it at 2030, but the question's gonna be tomorrow whether Messi could get back and hold it for 4 years. All right.
Yeah,
Uh,
might be able to. Maybe for his sake, he'll probably want to do Uno ping, but I mean,
mm-hmm.
oh wait, no. Okay, the table is working again, and I see that the card has been played.
Just trying to load. That's the only issue.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe we have to still wait for it to load. I mean, I would opt to. I feel like I would opt to maybe.
Let me throw in a log to see if it's okay. Well,
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yepes is lying for the love of the game.
No, you're right. Yeah, that's insane, bro.
It's not 4-4. Is it? No, it's not. I'm definitely not behind. It's not 4-4. Yepes is lying.
What?
Bold of you to assume I am not already looking at my window.
Yeah, that's so weird. Why the table has it that the green nine was played, and but you still can't do any Uno commands.
I don't have any trees outside my window though.
Like, I feel like usually, wow, that's really not sure what's going on here.
No. All right, there we go.
My goodness. Okay.
That's -4 on that one.
All right. See Ryder. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, it's yeah. Just play the card so he can play again. All right, green 0. Let's see. Yeah, because Ryder chose to switch into green. You would. I mean, I expect both these players to have at least some green here.
All right. Cap Gaming was pinged. You're not. He is not around, so we wait.
Hmm.
Alright, so Ryder plays the green 0. Um, and we're still waiting on Cat Gaming to return. That was a bad miss by Elise. Alright. Cat Gaming has been pinged and he is still nowhere to be found.
Oh
Alright, there
yeah,
we
he's
go.
typing.
Alright. Uh Yeah, I mean, I would say with that, because I mean, Cap Gaming ultimately took a while to return as well. I would say just -7 on that. So yeah, we'd be at 9 minutes 34.
Curious what Ryder's thinking after that play. He might have a 7 to play with, but because I saw he was typing right away, but then after the card was played, he was maybe thinking about doing something else. So we'll see here.
All right, as the
Yeah,
red,
wow, okay.
okay, wild red.
Definitely, and yeah, that's the second
Oh
wild.
shit.
We'll see if this works out better because we saw last time he used it pretty early and paid the price, but now I think he's trying to force a draw on Cap Gaming. We saw him being weak on red a while ago, though we don't know if that's the case anymore.
Yeah. I think I said -7 on the commentary, but it's actually -6. So, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm unfortunately with that stoppage, kind of slowed this game down a bit here. Yeah, I don't know. That's not the way you wanted to see that happen because that's kind of completely killed the pace of this game here.
Yeah.
It's awful. Yeah, now I'm not really sure what's going on here because he played and then he went offline, so could be a chance we have more deductions here. All right, there he is. All right, well,
That's funny.
uh, 3 card run there and throws on Uno Ping as well.
Okay, so um, I mean, a good play there. I mean, had the reverse saves using it to switch out of green or switch out of red into green, but we'll see if Ryder can do anything about that. He definitely wanted the red. Oh, wow, yeah. Was ready for that and is going to force a lot of cards onto Cap Gaming. Almost flipping the scoreboard, but I mean, just 2 more cards for Ryder than it was for Cap Gaming.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure here what's gonna happen. +6. Immediate switch off into green now.
It's a good play, but Ryder has the answer into red. Could potentially be huge here. But with the +6, he might be able to play off this red. Oh
Another
my
green one.
goodness, he had both green ones.
Double green one there. Ryder not happy
That
about that. Gonna have to draw.
Yeah, that's actually crazy. What a pull. Cap Gaming's back in this game now.
Oh my god, bro. Elise had a terrible miss again. But yeah, we'll see what Cap Gaming does now. Has the draw on green. Does he keep it going on green, or is there a situation where we actually get another draw city? All right, double play there. Really close to getting it done here as it's 4 cards apiece. Ryder going up again. Can't find any green.
Yeah, let's see what happens now because this is a great place for Cap Gaming. He was sat back and is now back in the lead. We'll have to see if he can switch off the screen because you almost feel like he's going to run out at some point, especially with that double play at the end there.
And Cap Gaming got a draw. So in the end, it's going to be another draw city here. We're about 17 and a half
Okay.
minutes on this one, so yeah, very long game too. Green 7 from Ryder. And that's gonna be
Ooh,
the
okay.
switch needed to get out of green. We go red. Ryder's still with nothing. Oh man.
That's surprising. Uh, I thought he was going to need some red there, but maybe he was going to use that red to go on a run. And now he doesn't feel comfortable going for that right away. But now he gets into yellow, so this might help him. Trying to stop the momentum from Cap Gaming, but maybe this will help Cap Gaming.
+2 in the yellow 3. So Cap Gaming running it down, throwing more cards Ryder's way
Oh,
now.
I can feel Ryder continuously getting frustrated. I feel like he's another +2 down where he felt like he was close and now is set back here. And now with 2 cards left, you wonder if Cap Gaming has a finish, which just adds salt into the wound. And that's another 1 also, I just realized. So, I mean, it's unlikely Cap Gaming can switch off this, but could just have the finish right here, as I mentioned.
Wow. Okay, so
Wow.
he is gonna switch off it, but he's also gonna use power play on that one, so it's gonna be 2-0 here. Cat Gaming using power play early on, and it's gonna be -6. That's gonna be 1931. So still a long
I,
game.
to my surprise, Cap Gaming had another 1 and used power play to close it out. I mean, I don't know if I'm curious if that was the right play.
I
Oh,
think it was based off this, because I mean you had the block on the greens.
wow. So Ryder was 1 away from the win, and Cap Gaming having both green ones prevented it, and he could never get to the end. That's crazy.
Yeah, because I think there was a chance there could have been a switch out there if he didn't power play. So I think right call there. Um,
Okay. Yeah. I mean, wow. What a play. What a game that was. I mean, Cap Gaming with making just enough of just making those critical right plays to um take a game that Ryder was
yes.
just so close to taking himself.
What is
And
going
being up
on with this game?
2-0 is pretty good, but in the best of 9 it's not, you still got 3 more games to win. So it's still not it's not like, it doesn't feel like a super tough lead. Well, I think Ryder's going to want this next game win though, because being down 3-0 is where it starts to get a little rough.
Yeah. And suddenly England has a penalty, so
Oh my god.
Saka going for the hat trick. Well,
Okay, we'll see.
Ryder, they may be getting a fifth here, so
We'll see if Ryder can use that as motivation here.
yeah. Uh, it's a penalty for England. Waiting for Cap Gaming's response here. Got it. Saka scores hat trick. I do not know where Cap Gaming is. Again.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
All right, I don't know what's going on with Cat Gaming. We're just gonna go with the game 3 call here. Ryder has the pick, full range available. Gonna go with 12.
all right, yep, that works.
And
No
another
way,
wild
bro.
start after game 2. Ryder draws.
Now, now the thing is, here's the thing. No, I could hear
No,
G.
I think your audio is having issues.
So here's the thing. If Calf Gaming, for the second time in a row, doesn't do culture, well,
Oh, he will.
oh, ooh, okay, he's actually gonna do it this time. I don't know. That's actually crazy. Maybe it was
Uh,
because Ryder did it first.
maybe, but yellow 1 here. Open this one up.
You know, despite going against culture in that game too, he ended up taking it. But this time he's, you know, maybe he doesn't want any more. Uh, he doesn't want to take the risk again. So yeah, yellow 1.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Cap Gaming. Like, it's been a bit of a different vibe for Cap Gaming ever since the stoppage there. It seems like it's just kind of been a lot more time spent in between, whether it be thinking through it or something else. But didn't even check what my starting camp was before picking up. No idea what I got. All right.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, because if it's a wild start, then you don't need to.
All right. Yeah, still waiting on Cap Gaming here. It's all fine again. Yeah, I don't know what's been going on here. I mean, ever since the stoppage, it has been a complete 180.
Hmm. Yeah, it is unfortunate. I don't really. Yeah, I'm not sure what could be the hold up at this point.
It's gonna have to be like -4 on that.
Yeah. I guess he. So yeah, he had to do something real fast. I don't know. Uh. Okay.
All right, there we go. I'm gonna say probably -4 on that one, but
As he plays the yellow 4, and Ryder is not gonna have any more yellows, which I guess. I mean, I when you draw this early, it's not the end of the world, but it doesn't look good because now you're kind of Cap Gaming is almost thinking like you could use that as an opportunity to ice him out later, but maybe he just wants to ice him out now, but that's not gonna be the case here as he gets out of the yellow with the blue 6. Yeah, typically, to icing a player out is more likely to work if they have less cards. But I mean, there was no harm in playing that yellow anyway. But we're seeing a lot of switches now after that. Looks like Ryder's trying to keep Captain Gaming on his toes.
Yep. And I mean, Cap Gaming has been able to play Plan A so far here. Ryder had that one draw on yellow, but other than that, it's just kind of been rolling through quite a few color switches here.
Wow, and we've already gotten to the fourth color here. See, I mean, right now Captain Gaming's not gonna be upset at this. Um, maybe Ryder's looking for that one stray color that, hoping that. Oh well, hold on. That's a interesting. Oh, sorry. I thought it was yellow for some reason. Goes back to red. I mean, just kind of playing with his hand here, maybe. But yeah, as I mentioned, as I was gonna say, trying to see if Captain Gaming has a bad color as well. Trying to use that to his advantage, but so far hasn't really been able to do that. And the bot is okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it. Oh, he's trying to say bot. He's trying to say bot, and I think autocorrect is being. Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it.
We don't need to keep spamming this.
Okay.
Oh, France with the fourth.
Yeah. That man. Yeah. Again, when the game started to like speed up again, it's another stoppage. Just. It's not what you want to see, man. Because like I'm noticing it too on my end.
Yeah, very frustrating series here, and still early on in this one. It's interesting because the log is working, but now the embeds are having issues. Okay, there we go. I think it should work now.
Okay. At least the. Oh well, actually, yeah. No, I don't know. Okay. I mean, the table works. Hopefully you can check your hands now.
Oh, just hit 7 minutes. Oh my god, bro. And England gets a sixth goal to end it. And it was Jude. I didn't realize he got subbed on. Cap game has gotta stop leaving like every 2 minutes. It's at 6-4 final. England gets third.
Okay, he's here. All right, cards being played. We got ourselves a triple play. It's a blue. Curious if Ryder will opt to switch right away or if he's going to try and play off this blue. He actually is going to go for the +2, so that's a smart play. You know, maybe he didn't have the switch off. Might as well give him some extra cards.
All right.
Yeah, that score would happen in a best of 11, I believe.
Yes, it would. +2 from Captain Gaming, so gonna return the favor from Ryder.
Okay, plus oh yeah, +2's back is so, but it doesn't have any more. We'll see if Ryder can get a lead going here. We've seen many times that uh, when Ryder starts to get the lead, Cap Gaming just finds a way to set Ryder back again. And here we go. He gets the switch out of blue. But Ryder might have wanted that. He has the same card right there. And yeah, it looks like Cap Gaming is struggling once this time around as he's now forced to draw on green as well. He's going to need a color switch here at this point. He finds it though.
Switch into the yellow. But no, Ryder with the wild is deny it.
Yeah, it looks like he's really trying to make sure that Cap Gaming can't do anything because right every time, you know, Cap Gaming's found an answer, and we'll see if he finds one this time. If he saved potentially a wild or a +4, it's really the only. I feel like if he had saved something, it would only be one of those two in my eyes. I don't think. I don't think he would have had any more other ammo saved and drew on green at that point. Okay, I actually no. I think he got a green off of the draw, which is interesting, but it doesn't really matter. Ryder gets the double play.
All right. So yeah, I mean, Cap Gaming will see if he can keep it green, or if he's gonna have to draw here. But Ryder looking to get one on the board here.
Yeah, I mean this could be Cap Gaming's first game loss in a minute because as we did see. Let me see. He is kind of on a game win streak. Uh, because of the 4-0 on Rune. I don't know how. I know it's at least 6. I don't know um his game before that.
Oh, Cap Gaming does get the switch into red. Does that block Ryder?
Okay.
No, it's a ditto.
Well, that is very interesting. Okay. You almost wonder what Ryder's plan here is now. What does he have to finish? I mean, I have some ideas. Uh I assume Cap Gaming's not uh
There's 6.
watching stream, but he can't do anything. Oh, okay, yeah, it was just red. You know what? The plan he had a plan. It worked out, and yeah, not much else to say.
All right, -4 for that game, so we're up to 10 minutes in total deductions. So
Oh, okay, wait. I just realized Cap Gaming checked the log. Probably should tell him not to do that. I mean,
it's whatever,
I,
but
I get. Oh yeah, if it's the end of the game, then it's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, well, Ryder on the board here. Ryder, much needed win there. Just kind of any thoughts from that game here? As went a bit long there, not as long as game 2, but still able to get the job done. It's 2-1 though.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Uh, Let me
Syntax,
check something
yeah,
here.
Syntax left mid like in the middle of game 2.
I'm gonna check something real quick.
That took far too long. Play playing fast, and they feel like momentum gets killed each time. But that's okay. Pull through. It's not clean super moves.
Oh, okay.
There's no clean sweep.
Okay, yeah. So Captain Gaming won the last 3 games against Syntax, and then 4-0'd Rune. So he was on a 9-win streak up until this point, which now he's lost his first game since then. 51.
Oh,
I
going like
think he meant to
13.
say,
I
either
think he
he
meant
meant to say
15.
15 backwards. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not his call, so
Yeah. I
yeah.
don't know.
It's
Oh,
13.
that's the wrong
13.
one.
It's
That's the wrong one.
13. 13. There you go.
All right.
All right. Red 9 for game 4 here. Home side has won every game so far.
Okay. What is happening? Wild start or red start? Interesting. All right. As we play the game here, got the red 9. Oh, I see. So Ryder dittoed off the start there, and I mean, there's not much to say there. I guess to just kind of get rid of both red 9s right off the bat. First switch here. The dynamic I feel like starts to change when you see that Cap if Ryder does win this game, now you almost have to think he's at the advantage because Cap Gaming has already used his power play. But yeah, I mean, thankfully we're starting to get a quicker game here.
Yeah, I think the pace is going to be back up there. Cap Gaming mentioned it before, but there was a phone issue, but now he's on his computer, so it should be okay for the remainder of the series. Draws on the green here, switch into yellow now. Now crossover back in the green
Wow.
though. That's off the top deck, but Ryder has another 7 going in the blue.
Yeah, that's an insane top deck because you could have forced a draw city there, but Ryder had an option in for preparation, which is working out really well for him. As now he's already down to 3. Cap Gaming just kind of have to play along with this.
All right. Well, both running blue here. Does Cap Gaming go for something more defensive here? Because Ryder's down to 2 cards. And yes, gonna go to
Wow.
+6.
Saved a +6 and uses it just in time potentially. You know, you usually you save that +6 if if you're just trying to get rid of a color. But okay, yeah, it looks like Cap Gaming kind of not getting prepared for that wild as he doesn't have any greens.
Ryder trying to bring it back here. Cap Gaming looking for a switch to maybe get back on track, and he does get it. Goes in the yellow. One down with the yellow 4
Okay.
now from Ryder. And this is the color that Cap Gaming seems to be liking here. Will he get the Uno on this?
Yeah, it's looking pretty close here. Does Cap Gaming find the win?
He does.
Wow.
+4. And that's going to be
With
3-1.
just a timely switch, needing that one. In my head, Cap Gaming ran out of blues, and it was just unlucky that Ryder played the green 5. He probably had other green numbers, or
I
I'm
mean,
not sure, but
Ryder said he had the win there, so it might have just needed to play a different number and it would have won it, but That green 5
Yeah.
left the opening to switch to yellow, and Ryder was kind of just out the lunch from that point.
Okay. I mean, instead of blue to. Oh, okay. Let me see. Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean that. Yeah, because then you wouldn't have been +6. I see. Yeah, that's fair. Um, it's you never you just don't know what Cap Gaming has, so it can like that's a hindsight it's hindsight for sure. Um, but it's hard to like read that.
That could have also been a +4. He could have also +4 that as well. So don't really know, but all right. Game 5 call for
Okay.
Cap Gaming. Off to a good start here so far, but gonna go with 9 cards. No,
Look, I mean it just it's fine, it's oh
no,
god, no, 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 no,
no,
no, no.
no.
Oh my god, what's happening, man? Everyone stop. All right, guys.
99 is not possible unless we have a second deck, which we do not. So
Okay. So, a 3-1 lead is not great, but I think it's not as bad when you know the Cap Gaming doesn't have a power play, so it doesn't take much to get back. No, I mean,
I don't want to try that.
I'm pretty sure it would default to just giving each player the maximum amount of cards possible. So it wouldn't, but you know. Anyways, I mean, this game has gotten a lot. Oh yeah, we start on 9 cards, so it's not that many. It feels like we're almost at that territory, where a run could happen, but it ends up being the exact opposite for Cap Gaming, as he doesn't have any more yellows here,
Mhm.
and he's gonna try and switch at any point here. It's been his game plan all series, and he's found it here in the green.
Ooh, Ryder with the +2 here. Again, Ryder would really like to get on the board once again, because 4-1 is going to be tough to come back from. And he does have the power play advantage, so he could use it here, potentially could hold on to it later, but for Ryder, going to be important to try to get this game here. And
That is an aggressive play. I'm gonna be honest, especially when. Hold on, let me see. I don't remember when they were on blue, to be honest. Oh, it was
no,
at the beginning of the game. That was a risky play, and it actually worked out really well.
no. What is that comment, Yepes? I don't know what that is at all.
I don't even know if we can. Yeah, that's not something to bring. That yeah, I don't. You shouldn't say that on stream, bro. Oh, well, great switch from Ryder there to now stalls him out. Okay.
God, please stop. All right. Uh, back to the game. Running red. Ryder out on red though. Can Cap Gaming keep it going?
We don't need to do that. Let's just ignore it for now.
It's a stupid comment. I'm sorry.
It's
It's just
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's fair. I
Cap
feel like
Gaming
he's
can
on top of it now.
yeah.
This has been back and forth in terms of one player drawing and the other player playing. It's kind of been hard to keep track. As we get another switch too, both at 2 cars, I believe. No, but still all both very low. Nothing
Well,
from Cap
Ryder
Gaming.
can he get it here? And guess the number of efficiency on that. Ryder gonna make it 3-2.
My goodness. I stop. You're not doing 99. Um. So like, wow. I mean, there was a lot to keep track of there. I get. I mean, I don't know. It was such a weird game at the end there because it just came down to who played the numbers better because like there wasn't much ammo at the end.
Outgamed. Okay.
I don't even know.
Well, yeah, and
Oh,
Ryder ran
oh,
it
he's
down on
winning.
twos there, so
Oh wow, that's actually really funny. I didn't even notice that. But yeah, you're right. He did just end off on those blues, and that really. He had also. Oh my god.
well, no, because Cap Gaming played a one before that, so unless he meant like at the ending.
Or I mean, I would assume most of his cards were sixes or whatever. But it is interesting, like how that usually a hand like that. Yeah. Okay. Usually a hand like that is pretty rough, but in this case, it really worked out because both players were kind of like needing the opposite color.
All right, well,
Yeah.
that's how it goes here for Game 5. Game 6 call for Captain Gaming. He cannot pick 99, but he also cannot pick
Yeah.
8,
Let's.
10, or 13.
So yeah, what's interesting now? Oh my god, no. Let's just guys. Let's. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted earlier.
There we go.
It's full send it. So no, I don't know. But I feel like this has been a game where no, guys.
All right, we're going with the full send.
This is where things have been. I don't even know. Like, I feel like neither player has really been out of the series. Like, I know it was a 3-1, but it's like without power play, it does feel in my like you never. I don't. You never feel like you're out of it at this point. Um, and now especially with that game win, it definitely feels like whoever wins this game is this could be the a pretty pivotal game here because if Ryder takes it, then he technically has a power play advantage. And but if Cap Gaming wins, he's one away, and Ryder is now in a position where he might need to use his power play in a way that he doesn't want to. But so yeah, this is going to be a pretty big game here in my eyes.
All right, well, gonna run with the sevens right now. Ryder with the switch into yellow. We'll see what Cap Gaming does. And no, Cap Gaming wants to go back to red.
Maybe an early check to see if Ryder has any reds, but oh man, he gets out of it. So, oh wait, does this mean that Cap Gaming doesn't have yellow? Is the thing that might have been why he did that.
Or maybe he really wants red. Well,
Okay, he
now he's
does. He get out of yellow again.
getting
All
a
right,
lot of switches.
Ryder not gonna switch back into it this time, but definitely rattle him up there. We'll see if that plays a factor moving forward because they still have a lot of cards play. Okay, double blue 2 there. All right, and yeah, I mean, Cap Gaming with just playing a little bit more ammo is in the lead, but oh my goodness, there it is. I had a feeling that was coming. But Cap Gaming not gonna immediately draw. He might have had some stuff saved there. Okay. I guess that plan didn't work. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
No red there.
So the initial plan didn't work, so he switched into red, and now all of a sudden he doesn't have
Oh,
red. Oh my god.
and suddenly Ryder has taken control of this game here with a big run, gets the +6 back into yellow.
I guess that's what he was wanting to do earlier, potentially with the yellow wild, but I mean, Cap Gaming could just. He most likely has ammo, but sometimes, I mean, it's not guaranteed. He does have a +2, so that's something. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to lose it on what color. I'm starting to lose grip on who needs what color at this point because you know, the way things have been. But we're starting to get on green here, which is the first time we've been here. So Cap Gaming goes back to yellow. You might start to might be thinking about Ryder and running out of yellow, and there it is. He does indeed. All of a sudden, what looked like Ryder looking for yellow. It looks like Cap Gaming was actually the one wanting that. And game is now evened up, and yeah, he does get the switch off, but it actually could pay off in Cap Gaming's favor. Gets into the red here. You drew on it earlier though, so you wonder. Yeah, doesn't have anything more besides that reverse. We'll see if Ryder plays off that. That could shake things up. He does. He does have a green reverse. Now there's pressure for Cap Gaming here. Ryder's down to 3, and with multiple colors he's been drawing on, he's really got to make the right play. He goes into blue, a risky play here. Yeah,
Oh, that might be a fatal switch there.
that didn't feel safe to me.
Okay,
I
well,
guess yeah, it made the game one turn faster.
yeah, I think I think Cap was kind of in a bad spot there either way.
Yeah.
Because technically
I
that
had
opened
a
the door twice to go for the switch to get the switch going there. Because first he left the reverse open and then he swapped to the blue, so he gave the 2
mm,
switches that Ryder needed on that one. But we have a
that is
tied game now.
unfortunate. That's definitely unfortunate now that looking back at it, it would have been better if he saved the reverse. Could have forced more draws on Ryder there, but I guess just yeah. It's like it's why it's sometimes a little scary to make those plays, especially when the player is has that momentum of playing of like getting through his cards. So using a reverse draw is not always a bad thing, but I feel like you got to understand when to use and when not to use it. So ties the game up, and this is where things have turned for a very exciting series here after a sluggish one to start.
All right here, keep riding with momentum, but no 9, 12, or 15. How many? All right, so Ryder gonna go with 13
Ooh,
again. He picked 13 in game 4 and lost on it. So
guys, it's gonna be a +4.
Yep, Paz asking for no more red.
No, oh my god.
And wish is
Okay, blue
granted,
7.
so we go with blue 7. And there's the red. Couldn't stay off it for long. And both are good with
Oh,
that. Ditto play, both with red 7.
yeah. I mean, a, l- a lot going on this series. Still anyone's game, as I mentioned, and keeping on this high tier, you wonder how it's gonna play out because I mean, it's been kind of mixed who's been winning what games in terms of the card starts. So it's picking whatever card start is not really a bad move, but you're definitely taking a risk by running back the 13 because if you lose that, you then give. Actually, wait, whose call is it next after this one? I believe. Uh, I actually don't remember. It would be it would be Ryder's call again, actually. So I guess it's not I guess it's not like the worst. I guess it's not that bad now that I think about it because he has the next call anyway. but if he loses, then I'll have to think about, do I go again 13 or not? Okay. Yeah,
Uh,
we'll have to see if syntax is here. I
we
mean,
pinged. Well, we pinged syntax, and he still did not show up. So I'm not sure where he go. He left like in the middle of game 2 though. So
yeah. I mean, I could just do it if needed.
up there syntax.
Oh wait.
Yes. All right. Well, all of a sudden here, Cap Gaming has kind of flipped this game on its head, and it's going to be uh now a 5-10 lead for Cap Gaming. And we got Ditto here with the yellow one. But that allows Cap Gaming to get the switch to green. All right. Second official syntax is here to take over for the remainder of this series here as we continue game 7. Green 2, green 4, and big run here from Ryder. There was one part of that. I think the ending of that did not go. That might have been
The green
error.
reverse, yeah, because that's not. Yeah, that no. It was probably wanted the yellow reverse, yeah. Uh, yeah,
But
interesting. The thing about Game 7 is that it's a best of 9, so it's not the last game.
this is a pivotal one because whoever wins this is at match point.
Wow. Okay. Whoa. Okay. This is crazy. So Ryder with the bold play and now back in green, which could be pretty bad. Oh
Oh,
my
and a
god, I think he just
+4.
drew that. He probably just drew that. Um, or maybe he wanted that. I don't know. It's kind of this is kind of a weird position.
We'll see
Because
what's to make out of this, but Ryder looking to try and make it 4-3, make it 3 straight wins. And man, we are getting so much ammo coming out here. Cap Gaming gets pushed forward and immediately removes it, goes all the way back into green again, and Ryder cannot do anything
yeah.
about it this time.
So yeah, fair play to both players there. No way, and he has another wild.
That frees up Ryder though, but Cap Gaming has the possession arrow lead. Gonna get to at least 2 now.
Yeah, I mean,
Middle
if
7.
he had another run, I would have lost it. But
Ooh.
okay, Cap Gaming looking good right now. Looking to finish it or go for check. He got the check though.
Yellow 0, making it tough to switch. Ryder with nothing. Does he finish it on yellow?
You would think so, but let's see.
No,
And
he finished it
wow,
with the
yeah,
0.
that was big.
And Cap Gaming, 1 away from the win here. See
We'll
where
see
what
if
this game.
we'll see if Cap Gaming remembers. I think he does, but
Uh,
part of me feels like he might. I don't know if he knows it's best of 9. Actually, well, it was a well the turn indicator had that, so he probably knows.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, no, it's been a crazy series, man. I think Cap Gaming needed that. Um, you don't want to be down with the opponent having power play. I mean, it's not impossible to come back to, but it makes things a lot harder. Um, but Cap Gaming now in a position where if he has the cards, he could force power play off of Ryder or maybe prevent him from using it entirely. So it's definitely a solid spot here.
All right.
But Ryder definitely not out of it.
Yeah, Ryder definitely not out of it here, and I mean we're kind of getting to the point where getting close to the finish of the series here. I haven't had a few questions in a while because this games have just kind of been going by quick, but for Cap Gaming, 4-3, 1 away from the win. Ryder still with the power play. We still only have one more win needed to make the final 4. What's your mindset as we get into the end game of this match? Trying to focus. All right. Cap Game just trying to keep locked in. Ryder, you do have the call for game 8, but looking to try and just ignore the game state. But trying to make it 2 back and get the win here. Just kind of how are you feeling going into this these two games here, so we kind of enter now the territory where you don't really see out of the best of 7 with game 8.
Yeah, it's a fair mindset, right? Yeah, you try keep yourself from getting too nervous when you don't think about uh anything that's been happening. You just take it as uh your average game.
All right. Definitely nervous now. 3 in a row. Got my hopes up. I'm not out just yet. So Ryder has the call for game 8. His last call of the series here to try to force game 9. We'll see where he goes. He's gonna go 14 here, so not gonna go back to the 13, but
Okay.
still wants to keep it high.
All right.
All right. Yellow 3.
Yeah,
And
we're
that's
definitely
a
starting to
Ooh,
get new
okay.
card starts.
Well,
We're never escaping the red is the thing.
well, Cap Gaming tried to play early, and he went with the green 3, so we might see that green 3 come out. No, we actually see another red 3. And another 3. That is 4 threes so far. Green 3 will be Skittles, and we don't get it. So Cap Gaming, despite trying to do green 3 early, has not elected to play green 3 if he has it. And we run blue. Cap Gaming with other plans here. So, yeah, again, Cap Gaming looking to end it here. Ryder looking to try to extend this to the full distance.
All right, let me see what's going on here. It was just I just looked away for a second.
Blue 2 and blue 0.
Take a look at the stats here. It looks like that there's a little bit of a gap in plus fours. I mean, it's interesting to look at that. Everything else is kind of even-ish. Maybe a little more plus twos for Calf Gaming. I feel like it's very context based. I feel like those plus fours weren't like super deciding on Ryder's end. Yeah, it's interesting. Like Calf Gaming's has only played 1+4 this whole series.
Alright, that hasn't really deterred him yet, though, as Cap Gaming keeps it going. Ryder draws on the yellow here. Cap Gaming with the switch to blue. Cap Gaming, I was going to say, was in the lead, but Ryder retakes it with the double play. Again, Ryder's got to win this game here, otherwise series over. Another switch here, running red. Again, this pace has picked up drastically since that little lull towards the start. And Cap Gaming is out, leaves the skip open. Ryder still
Okay,
going
yeah,
red.
see. It's funny that he went for that when that backfired big time in game like 6. So, but I mean, this time it works out because he does get the wild. But the thing is, Ryder is down to 3, so if he's able to use that to his advantage, will work out for him more.
3-2 here, both getting close.
See if Ryder can save this power play into the game 9, looking for the win here potentially.
Or does he use it here? That's the question. Gonna get the check with the
Wow,
red wild.
not gonna use it, and it will pay
Nothing.
off.
And we are going to game 9 for a spot in the final 4 for Jazz July. Man, this has been quite the series here, back and forth. No one really getting out to too far of a lead here, and it'll all come down to this. Cap Gaming is actually going to go with the 5-card start here, so a bit
Wow.
of risk the no send for a game with this amount of magnitude here. Ryder part after the football this. Yeah, we'll see if Ryder can get the win like England did in the 3rd place game. But for Cap Gaming looking to not make it 3 heartbreaks in a row in this round. And wow, let's just get into it. Game 9. The no send. Doesn't want the power play to come into
I
effect, and
that
we start with a green skip.
that's this is it's interesting because I did something similar against Lara. I went for a low card start, and for the most part, it took him a while to use power play, so it wasn't a bad idea. We'll see if this skip.
Yeah,
Well, this skip doesn't do anything,
maybe
but
a kind of like an hour or so. Took an hour or so for Lara to use it, but
yeah, just a little
cool.
bit.
Well, that's
Here's
not the
a
start. That's not the start
oh
Cat Game
boy.
was hoping for. +2 from Ryder on green.
Power play is now active with both of them playing their first turn there. See if that +2 is a bad sign. Oh my god.
And
That could be a really bad switch
does this no
for
send
Cat
blow up in
Gaming.
his face? And it's a huge run here. Both are down to 2.
Wow, I mean, I don't even know.
Ryder at
Okay,
Uno didn't use power play though.
yeah, it's
So
not gonna be
that
the
yeah,
game.
I didn't think he had it.
Okay, a scare there for both players, but we keep going. Top
Top
decks
deck
are gonna be
E7.
very. Oh my god.
That is a really risky switch here from Cap Gaming. Ryder at Uno
Oh,
again.
it's not gonna be. Yeah, it's not gonna be an immediate finish. Cap Gaming gonna play it safe, draw there.
I think that's
This,
the right call from Cap Gaming there. Even if he has yellow, if you don't have that power play, you're kind of knowing that Ryder does not have the finish there. So he didn't have
you
yellow anyways, but yeah, I mean Ryder
man,
has been able to stay low here. Cap Gaming has not been able to get much going.
you don't. The thing is, you don't. Of all players to be in this top deck territory, you don't want it to be the player who has the power play. Uh, so he's really got to play this. You really got to be careful with what you do if you're Cap Gaming right now. I mean,
Uh,
yeah, playing yellows should be fine. Okay, does get the switch though.
Cap Gaming bringing it back a little bit here. Ryder at 4 cards. Cross over into the
Ooh,
red though.
okay. This I don't know. These switches are scary, man. He gets a +2. Cap Gaming, does he have anything to fight back with?
Ryder down to 2 cards here. It's been
I feel
the
like
Uno twice.
if he has a +4, maybe got it off the +2, he's definitely going to use it here.
It's a risky situation for Cap Gaming here.
Oh boy.
Red 3.
Let's see. This is either the end. Oh.
That's not the right color. Red 6.
Red 6, red 6, red 6. Okay.
Yeah, if it was green 6,
Interesting.
it would have.
Again,
Mhm.
no power play.
If it was green 6, it would have said you can't play that card here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That would have been crazy though if that did happen, but then he would have used power play. So okay, this is just
Red
fatal
8
number. Really doesn't
doesn't.
have
Ryder
it.
doesn't. Yeah, I think that was a little risky for Cap Gaming though. He could have been okay with just drawing there, but wanted to try to keep running it down. Another one.
Red one.
I like the one there.
Oh
Ryder
my
with another
god.
8. Well, we know the
Can
8's not gonna work.
I mean these top decks haven't been game oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I don't like that switch, and that's why. Oh man, that was way
Oh.
too risky there. And Ryder gonna take advantage. Gets the win in just over an hour, and Ryder going to the Final Four, continuing this magical run. And for Cap Gaming, unfortunately, a third heartbreak in the regional final. Just a bit of a slip up there at the end, and unfortunately gonna cost him the series.
Yeah,
It's
so
not that much.
yeah, I don't know, man. I think Cap Gaming was willing, he was willing to take risks with switching the color a lot. Um, and I feel like it was just happened too many times where he kept he allowed Ryder to kind of get the switch he wanted. I think this happened in I mean it happened in one of the games, but in that position he was kind of in a rough spot either way. But this one definitely he probably should have just drew because yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate because Ryder kept getting like these top decks, which weren't game deciding, but were getting him into check. so put pressure on Cap Gaming to just either just having forcing him to draw cards or forcing him to take a risk into switching. In this case, he did the latter, and it did not pay off this time. Oh my god.
Yeah, I got it. Well, yeah, I mean, crazy ending to that one, but Ryder able to win the last two games, get it done. You keep your run going. You're in the final four. Just any immediate reactions after that one, as barely able to hang on, and just like England, you do get the win today. So, um, any immediate thoughts here after that one? Very chaotic series, but you're the one who ultimately comes out on top.
Yeah, I don't even know that. I felt like if Cap Gaming, like, I don't know, like like I said, this whole series to me felt like it was anyone's game at any point. Especially when Cap Gaming used the power play in game 2, which was a good power play, but was just couldn't hold on to the lead enough. And yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say. Like, both players played quite well, but I think like we said, what screwed Cap Gaming over was just switching a little bit too much. I think he should have been willing to draw a little bit more. It's why I pushed. It's why I did so well against Lara. You know, being careful with when I switch and when I don't. I think he was a little too reckless with the switches. Um, that being said, I think he's gonna be in the playoffs almost for sure. I don't know where he's gonna end up in terms of um, if he gets an at large or not. He'll have to wait on that. I feel like we've seen this with a lot of players who got kind of close and just losing in a potentially critical round, like James, Aiko, um, even Gabriel too. Like, there's a lot of players who are kind of on this bubble. So Cap Gaming has a chance to be in the at large, but with a lot of players on the bubble, it's hard to say who's gonna take that last spot.
Yeah, I mean, a win here for Cap Gaming would have been huge, to help him with his odds there, but unfortunately, just gonna come up just a little bit short here. Definitely gonna be one that he might be thinking about down the line. Ryder, his thoughts. That was hectic to say was gonna pull through. Did not see the 4-5 coming though. Game 8 could have used the power play for the win. Gamble keep game 3-9. Didn't need it either way.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the one thing Cap Gaming can look forward to is that he's in a position to finish on fifth, to get top 5 for this tournament. Doesn't really help you in terms of the rankings, but it's you know, it's definitely a good milestone. It will probably, I would think, it would be his best tournament to date. But yeah, I mean, looking at it, Ryder winning the last 4 out of the 5 games definitely was crazy to look at, especially when he didn't need power play at any point. I was, besides the +4s, things were pretty even. Um, I guess the skip difference, but I don't know how much that really mattered. Um, yeah, Ryder making this crazy run, similar, like, Ryder and Nightwalker, despite being very different seeds, I feel like these are two players who have barely gotten any wins this season and kind of in similar positions, needing a run like this if they want to even think about playoffs. And you can almost assume they're at least in the LCQ now. But actually, I mean, there's maybe this maybe not like guaranteed, but it's like they're in a good spot to at least make LCQ. And the further they go, the better their chances are. If one of these two win the tournament, that'll definitely be kind of crazy. from where they started. Whoever makes it, who with the last two matches, like these are players who kind of have more like better records. So it wouldn't be as surprising to see those two win, but these two are definitely like the big underdogs right now.
Yeah, well, I don't think I don't know. I think Cap Game might have left here, so I don't think we're gonna get any comments from him. But again, we're gonna take a look at the updated bracket here. Uh, again, Ryder with a huge win here, making it to the Final Four for the very first time in his career. Again, a huge win for him here. As again, unlike yesterday, we do have the Final Four bracket now, so this time we'll see Ryder book his place into the Final Four. Wins the drums regional. Congratulations to Ryder, a huge victory for him. He will face the winner of the double base region, which will be now the last match of the round. That'll be between Marbleside and Cage, so a very tough opponent there, no matter who wins that one. But before we wrap up here, Ryder, just kind of any thoughts going into that Final Four match? You do play Marble or Cage there, so going to be a very challenging opponent here. But again, with this win here, Ryder in the Final Four, and again, whoever wins this tournament gets an auto bid into the D2 Championship. So for someone like Ryder, maybe a little bit out of range for an at-large, but if he gets that tournament win, he could be going to the championship here, which would be huge. So Ryder looking to do everything he can to win Jazz July as on the 15 line. So yeah, Ryder, any thoughts going into that Final Four matchup here as you continue on in the bracket? All right. Coming through as a low C is great. Never expected to come this far, but I'm definitely ready for whoever is next up. And also that is a good observation from Yoshi. Nobody predicted Ryder to win this region, so Ryder proving the doubters wrong and gets it done. So big ups to Ryder on that one there. He was the okay, no, Blake didn't get any votes either, which is kind of surprising because he was the top seed remaining entering the round 32. But yeah, he and Blake were the ones who doubted, and Ryder rose up above it, so gets it done. But yeah, that's gonna do it. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, just to point this out also, since Nightwalker made it, Nightwalker did get one vote, and it was Nick who said that. So that's something to point out. So far, like, not a lot of people, like the people you wouldn't expect have been the ones who have won the region so far.
Well, yeah, except double base. What's it called? Marble had 4 votes. Cage had 2. Although that was a little bit more split up, but Marble is still the top pick there, and he's still in contention. Again, that matchup will be tomorrow at 7:30. KT will bring you the coverage there on that, alongside Nifty for co-commentary. But that's gonna do it. We got another stream coming up for D1, which I have to attend to, so gonna do that. But thank you all so much for watching the stream. We have my co-commentator Yoshi Awesome, our referees Pez and Syntax Error. Both are players, and everyone came out to watch the stream. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 for our third match of the round. That's going to be the piano regional final between Sky and Marcus. We'll see if Sky can get their second Final Four of the season, or if Marcus can get the very first in his career. But until then, I'm G-Man. Take care, everyone. Again, Jet Set July, Ghost versus Logan will be coming up in just a bit, and I'll bring you the coverage on that one. But until then, I'm G-Man. We'll see you all a bit if you're coming for D1 coverage, but if you're coming for D2 coverage, we'll see you all tomorrow for some more Jazz July action. Have a good one, everyone.